Community Viewpoint.
Hello and welcome to Community Viewpoint. Once again, I am John Pollock, your host, and this edition of Community Viewpoint is brought to you by me at my home. We're not at the station yet, so I'd like to take time today to address the June 24th directive, which is Directive 24 from the Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak regarding mandatory face covering policy in public for the state of Nevada. This came about from research done by the Nevada Medical Advisory Team and the CDC, which has indicated that face coverings are the most effective ways to slow the transmission of COVID-19 or COVID-19. The directive further states that anyone in any public space throughout the state, including visitors, will need to wear a mask. This includes public transportation, public-facing work environments when patronizing businesses, or interacting with others in any generally publicly accessible space. It seems that past and present safety and health policy regarding the containment of COVID-19 virus is in place in a growing number of our states has become politicized. In doing so, it has forced people to take up sides as to the purpose and validity of wearing the masks. In the short time that I have to show you some videos of individuals, I'll be doing that with different viewpoints that are interesting, informative, and entertaining all at the same time. Let's begin with Karen. Karen is in the first two videos from Trader Joe's in Orange County, California. Trader Joe's has a policy of expecting all of its customers to wear face masks, and we'll see that this individual is not happy or adhering to this policy during the videos. By the way, California has a similar policy regarding face masks, as does Nevada, and now Texas and a growing number of states.
This is day one. This is opening day of Trader Joe's in North Hollywood. This is Karen.
Karen sounds and looks like she has ample air and lung capacity in the videos. She's able to verbalize very well. She makes mention of a political party in her tirades, so this may be more than her political and personal views than safety and health related. Now, I hope you get more out of this video besides realizing that bananas are either 19 cents a pound or 25 cents a pound as organics at Trader Joe's in Orange County. You saw that in the video. The next two videos are sent in from Emily. In her first video, Emily explains her actual health issues and how wearing face coverings affect her in somewhat precise, lighthearted, and a unique way.
Hi, my name's Emily, and I have moderate to severe asthma given the time of the year. I have it controlled on 2 medications, and I also use a rescue inhaler, and I'd like to show you something. For my own safety, I own a pulse oximeter. My current level is 99% oxygen. This is the mask that I wear 12 to 14 hours a day at my bartending job. Let's check my oximetry rate. Ooh. Let's move on to something a little more fun. This is a KN95. Let's check my oximetry rate. 99 once again. Oh, you thought it was over?
This is a P100 level mask. It's similar to an N95. 99%.
In other words, if somebody like me with breathing problems can wear all 3 of these masks throughout the day and have the same oximetry rate, then somebody without breathing problems has no other excuse not to wear a mask other than their own selfish motivation and unempathetic way of being.
Emily's second video is in response to a note from a viewer of her first video that took issue to views of oxygen intake while wearing her different masks as she does different types of physical activities. The note on the second video reads, it's in fine print, so let me tell you what it says. I'm a nurse And this is not accurate. I'm sorry. If you were moving around, then your O2 rate would drop with the mask on. Standing while talking won't. I'd like to point out that I have my own lung limitations, and I only muster 93% oxygen on a good day. I can and do wear masks throughout the week without any adverse reactions.
Although it may be true that your O2 rate does drop with movement, that is because your body is trying to pump oxygen to your muscles when they need it most, during movement. So let's test this theory of our mask being on and dropping our O2 rate. Let's do a baseline oximetry. My heart rate is 107 and my O2 is 99. Although these become less accurate with movement, let's go ahead and try it out. 99%, heart rate 142.
Heart rate's 175, oxygen level's 19.
Should you take medical advice from me? Absolutely not. Should you still wear a mask? Yes.
So, Emily's message and facial expressions at the end of her video certainly seems to be spot on. These videos are meant to show the divisions present towards wearing masks, face masks, and need to be addressed as to their actual medical validity versus personal or political views. Also, let's look at the face mask exemption cards, the issue that is made, that have flooded the communities. So we have the picture up there. These face mask exemption cards exempting people from having to wear them in public are phony. They read as follows: wearing a mask, a face mask, poses a mental and or physical risk to me. Under the Americans with Disability Act, ADA, I am not required to disclose my condition to you. The cards are not tied to any government entity. And in the past, a box of 500 of these cards were selling online for about $50. I'd like to remind you that, unfortunately, Nevada presently, as of July 2nd, the day before this was taped, has the highest rate of COVID-19 transmission of all the states. It would be to our advantage to bring down the rate immediately through known proven means such as wearing masks. Because people have not adhered to social and physical distancing on their own. Let's take a case in point. The thousands that came into our town these past 2 or 3 months to buy fireworks and didn't wear masks or keep a safe distance between each other. They ate at our restaurants, shopped at our stores, bought our gas, and dispersed to who knows where in Southern California and throughout points east. We must follow the informed lead of our state, federal, through the CDC, and county leaders to find proper guidance in the matters such as these. Medical, emergency management, fire, law enforcement, service industries all wear masks in public. And this has happened prior to the directive. Let me leave you with one final video from the CDC that directly addresses wearing face masks, and it could be used as a way for us to properly wear our own masks.
We ask a lot of you, and we are very grateful for all that you have done to slow and stop the spread of COVID-19 in the United States. Wearing a cloth face covering while in public is an important practice to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Evidence suggests that the virus can spread before people show symptoms, and from people who have the virus but never show symptoms. Me wearing a cloth face covering protects you, and you wearing a cloth face covering protects me. Many items you may have in your home can be used to create a face covering. Your cloth face covering should reach above your nose and below your chin, like this, to cover your mouth and nostrils. It should fit snugly against your face at the sides. Be made of multiple layers of fabric so you can still breathe through it, and be able to launder and machine dry without damaging the material or shape. And importantly, remember to keep the N95 mask available for healthcare workers and first responders. Thank you to the American people for all you've done to protect, especially those who are most vulnerable of COVID-19. We are a resilient nation, and we will emerge from this pandemic together stronger.
So finally, I leave you with this thought from a doctor attached to the CDC who said, remember, it's a lot easier to wear a mask than a ventilator. And if there's any time left from my friend Paula on Facebook, this is more abrupt and to the point. She says, mask it or casket. Anyway, I leave you with that. Thank you. We'll see you next week.